The gods of Greek mythology, divine shenanigans and epic antics. Greek mythology. A captivating realm where gods and mortals mingle in a cosmic dance of drama, deception, and downright ridiculousness. Imagine a soap opera where the actors can control the weather, transform into animals, and start wars with just a flick of their wrist. These gods were not just deities, they were the original divas, equipped with powers that would make even the most powerful influencers jealous. As we embark on this divine journey, let's take a closer look at 10 of the most iconic Greek gods. Buckle up. It's time to meet the celestial crew who shaped ancient Greek culture. Zeus. Zeus is infamous for his many affairs with over 100 lovers. He'd definitely be the star of any scandalous tabloid. Known as the god of thunder, he could throw lightning bolts like confetti, and boy, did he use that power. As the king of the gods and ruler of Mount Olympus, Zeus presided over the sky, law, and order. His countless escapades often resulted in the birth of numerous demigods and heroes, each with their own epic quests. Despite his infidelities, Zeus was seen as a protector of justice and morality. Talk about having your cake and eating it too. If you think your love life is complicated, just remember, Zeus had a whole family tree that looked like a tangled balls of yarn. Hera. Hera was known as the goddess of marriage, yet she had a notoriously tumultuous marriage to Zeus. Talk about ironic. Hera was not just the queen of the gods, she was also a fierce protector of women and marriage, when she wasn't busy plotting revenge on Zeus's lovers. As the goddess of marriage and family, Hera often found herself embroiled in jealous rages. Her wrath was legendary, particularly towards Zeus's mistresses and their offspring. Despite her vengeful side, she is also revered for her loyalty and strength, showing that even goddesses have their limits. If you think dealing with your partner's ex is tough, try being Hera. She literally had to face all of Zeus's flings. Poseidon. Poseidon was known as the god of the sea, but he was also associated with horses. So basically, he was the original equestrian influencer. He could create storms, earthquakes, and tidal waves, proving that he wasn't just a pretty face with a trident. Poseidon ruled over the oceans and was one of the major Olympian gods. His temperament matched that of the sea, calm one minute and raging the next. As a powerful deity, he had a complex relationship with mortals, often bestowing gifts or curses depending on how they treated him. If you've ever gotten seasick, just remember, Poseidon would probably be laughing, thinking, "You think that's bad? Try being trapped under the ocean." Athena. Curiosity. Fact: Athena was born fully grown and armored from Zeus's forehead. Now that's a dramatic entrance. As the goddess of wisdom and warfare, she represented strategy over brute force, making her the ultimate mentor for heroes. Athena was not just a warrior, she was also a patron of the arts and crafts. She was known for her intelligence and fairness, often guiding heroes like Odysseus on their quests. Unlike many of her fellow gods, Athena preferred diplomacy to chaos, earning her a reputation as a wise counselor. If you've ever overthought a decision, you could probably use a bit of Athena's wisdom. After all, she knew how to win wars without breaking a sweat. Apollo. Apollo was considered the god of the sun, but he also ruled music, poetry, healing, and prophecy. Talk about a multi-talented deity. His beauty was so captivating that even the gods envied him, making him the ultimate golden boy of Olympus. Apollo embodied the ideal of male beauty and intellect. As the god of light and arts, he played the lyre and often inspired artists and poets. His connection to prophecy made him a central figure in many myths, providing guidance to heroes and mortals alike. If you've ever tried to impress someone with your talent and failed spectacularly, just think of poor Apollo serenading a nymph who turned him down. Artemis. Artemis was a fierce protector of her virginity, swearing to remain chaste forever. Take that, dating apps. As the goddess of the hunt, she was skilled with a bow and arrow, making her one of the most badass figures in mythology. Artemis was the twin sister of Apollo and the goddess of the wilderness and childbirth. She represented independence and strength, often depicted roaming the forest with her pack of hunting dogs. Her fierce nature made her a protector of young women, showing that femininity could be just as powerful as masculinity. If you've ever avoided a bad date with a simple, "not today," you've channeled your inner Artemis. Ares. Ares, the god of war, was not particularly liked by the other gods, often being seen as chaotic and aggressive, like the god of bad Tinder dates. His tumultuous relationship with Aphrodite added a spicy twist to his warrior persona, proving that even gods can be love-struck fools. Ares embodied the brutal nature of warfare, representing bloodshed and violence. Unlike Athena, who favored strategy, Ares thrived in the chaos of battle. Despite his fearsome reputation, he was often portrayed as a coward, running away from battles he couldn't win. If you've ever stumbled out of a fight you couldn't win, you might just have Ares in your corner if he hasn't run off first. Aphrodite. Aphrodite is often depicted as having been born from the sea foam, making her the ultimate beach babe of the gods. Her beauty was so enchanting that she could make even the most stoic gods fall in love, and sometimes cause chaos because of it. As the goddess of love and beauty, Aphrodite had a complex personality, embodying both the sweet and the destructive aspects of love. Her relationships often led to legendary tales, including the infamous Trojan War, sparked by the Golden Apple of Discord. If you've ever created drama over a love triangle, just remember, Aphrodite wrote the playbook. Hephaestus. Hephaestus was born lame and cast out of Olympus, proving that even gods can have tough beginnings. He was the god of fire and craftsmanship, making him the ultimate DIY god. If only he had a YouTube channel. As the blacksmith of the gods, Hephaestus created many of their weapons and tools, showcasing his ingenuity and skill. Despite his physical challenges, he crafted beautiful creations that were admired by all. His marriage to Aphrodite added a touch of irony, as it was often fraught with jealousy and betrayal. If you've ever struggled with a DIY project, just think, even Hephaestus had his ups and downs. Hades. Hades was often misunderstood as the god of death, but he actually ruled the underworld, making him more of a property manager than a grim reaper. Unlike his Olympian siblings, Hades was rarely seen on Mount Olympus, preferring the solitude of his dark domain. Zeus. As the god of the underworld, Hades oversaw the realm of the dead. While often depicted as fearsome, he was not evil. He simply fulfilled his duty to maintain balance. His abduction of Persephone, while controversial, led to the changing of seasons, showing his complex relationship with life and death. If you've ever felt like the odd one out at family gatherings, remember that Hades probably would have preferred a quiet night in. Greek mythology is a colorful tapestry of gods and goddesses who embody both the grandeur and absurdity of human nature. From Zeus's lightning bolt love affairs to Athena's strategic wisdom, each deity offers a unique glimpse into the ancient world where drama reigns supreme. These gods and their exploits continue to resonate today, inspiring stories, art, and a few laughs along the way. So the next time you find yourself in a dilemma, just think, what would Zeus do? Probably something reckless and dramatic. Whether you're diving into mythology for the stories or the comedy, one thing is clear. These gods knew how to put on a show. So the next time you find yourself in a dilemma, just think, what would Zeus do? Probably something reckless and dramatic. Whether you're diving into mythology for the stories or the comedy, one thing is clear. These gods knew how to put on a show.